Yep. So remodeling the fifth wheel has been a challenge and a half. So what I'm doing today is folding some laundry and getting myself ready for this coming weekend. But one of the things that I've really discovered is trying to get the fifth wheel off the ground and getting it ready for living has been a little more of a challenge than I thought, because ripping up the carpet last night was a pain. Number one, I sprained my wrist the other day, so it hasn't made things any easier. I don't like taking medication. I got 3 bruised ribs, so that hasn't made things easier either, but been a little crazy. But I think I found kind of a niche that I keep exploring. I'm exploring this niche that I've got going on this channel, which is AI content creation. I found this little niche of funny stuff that I like, and I've been exploring it, so that's pretty cool. So very exciting. I took a break from the podcast so I could focus on other projects, because it wasn't like I didn't want to do episodes or do anything, but the RV channel is still going to be the RV channel. The RV channel is going to be what I want it to be. Hey Shadow, thank you for the sub. Hello Jam. And the RV channel is going to continue to go. HBRV Lifestyle still going to keep going, but the podcast portion of it's going to really slow down, because it's not fun anymore to keep talking to people, especially when I'm in a kind of a war zone right now with a couple guys at the factory level. Oh, thank you, JM. Appreciate it. It's a lot of fun I make a lot of them, and then a lot of them have made for me. So I do both. I give ideas, and I have a guy that makes them for me. I make a lot of them. I repurpose a lot of them. So it's a mixture of a lot of stuff. Like there's one I just created today that I took old footage from July and repurposed it to make a new joke. It's a Bigfoot video, and I just rechanged the voice and rechanged a couple things and posted it today. It was pretty cool. So I do my best to, I pay a guy that helps me out with it, because I think it's funny. And the first time I saw the Bigfoot videos, the Bigfoot and Yeti videos on TikTok, the first time I ever saw them, I couldn't help it. I laughed my rear end off. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to learn how to make them myself, but it takes me a long time to make them. It's not fast. So I actually have a guy that does it for me. He has his own TikTok channel, and he makes them for his TikTok, and he makes them for me, and I actually change the voices around and change some things. And then I make my own. Like I made a mountain lion looking like it's going to eat a dog. And then he comes up to the camera and flips you off. I made something like that. That came from watching a bear and a dog do it. So I take some stuff and make it my own, and it's a lot of fun. It's been a ton of fun. I've had a blast. I've had an absolute blast doing it. Yeah, it's fun. I try to make things funny. I think some stuff people hate because there's some elements of humor that have been lost over the years. Like I did a whole segment, why white men don't date white women, and I got a lot of women were offended by that. The KFC hospital episode was, people thought was pretty offensive. I made the redneck jokes about how rednecks are under the same family tree. There's a lot of jokes that people think are like outrageous that they don't like, but I just don't care. So I'm very much excited. I think they're hilarious. I think like the redneck one I did where the 2 rednecks are on a porch and they're talking about, thinking about finally divorcing their sister was hilarious. I mean, to me, it was funny. A lot of people are offended by it, but it was funny. Or when the guy burns the Confederate flag, and yells to the world, well, and it goes, after that, the season is finally over, and he burns the Confederate flag. I mean, I've gotten some people really mad about that stuff, but I don't care. It's funny to a lot of people. I'm gonna say the majority of people, it's funny, right? And then there's gonna be people that are gonna be offended by my content, because I have a very dark sense of humor. I have a very unique sense of humor. So just to give you guys an idea, so everybody doesn't have this like later down the road, the mother of my children is Mexican. And, she's still probably the best friend in the world I've ever had. And I have 2 beautiful children with her. And the woman that I was and have still been trying to pursue because I love her is black. So, that all being said, it's very hard to call me certain things and accuse me of certain things, but I understand why people do it, because I've created AI jokes, because, I wanted to do this faceless channel. I want to try it out and, all this stuff. So some of the jokes are very, very like deep, and you have to look at it from a non-surface level. You have to look deep into the jokes. Yeah, I am. I've been pursuing this girl for a while, but she doesn't seem interested. She seemed interested at first, and I think something changed. I think somebody else came into her life. So I mean, I don't chase, I pursue. So, I live in Northern California. No white ball beater dragons. Miss you, brother. How you doing? So, yeah, I've hi there, Emily Reed. So I'll give you guys a little background. I did like grow some significant feelings for this girl, and unfortunately, I don't think she feels the same way as I do. I think she originally did, and then I think whatever happened in a 2-week period, it faded out or whatever. So I've kind of just let her be and let her do her own thing. Oh. While I'm rehabbing and remodeling a fifth wheel I bought. So I bought this 06 Weekend Warrior fifth wheel toy hauler, and on the other channel, I've been filming and posting me rehabbing it, ripping up carpet and everything else. Sure. I think we should get to know each other a little bit more before you come and visit, but sure. I don't mind people visiting me. I've had people come to the dealership all the time and say hi. People, fans from the other channels, fans from the podcast, they always off and on drop into the dealership and say hi. So, yeah, no problem. Absolutely. No problemo. I don't mind. I love talking to people. So now we're going to take the clothes back to the car, and then I can grab my coffee again, my iced coffee. Yes, my iced coffee. Yes. So yeah, I'm excited because I got new stuff coming out. So I have this whole list of shorts and long form videos that I'm going to release. Rehabilitating my life at 41 years old has been so much fun lately. And I think the reason why it's been so fun lately, you'll have to pardon my camera shaking here. I think the reason why it's been so fun lately is because I've made some strides and stuff. I mean, I've taken some risks, and no, not next to me, no. Like a couple cities over, Where do you live, Abby? I mean, I've never had anybody actually want to, like, come out and see me like that. Anyway, so taking some risks and, basically getting rid of the Lance trailer and going into a fifth wheel toy hauler, screwing around, dabbling into AI, all risky business in YouTube. Not having a niche for this channel, just coming live and talking on videos about, what I'm going through at my age and starting all over at my age, and, all the shorts and all the jokes. And you're 20 years older? That's cool. Peter, you're funny. So, you're 62? Holy cow. That's pretty cool. Anyway, so it's been interesting. But Abby, I gotta forewarn you, kind of in love with somebody else. And I don't know, I'm not one to jump out of stuff. So, kind of tough when you're in love with somebody else. Okay. Now, let's, and then we're gonna put this and we're gonna start El Carro. And it's gonna go Bluetooth here in a minute, I think. But unless I stop it from going on Bluetooth. Yeah. I mean, the mother of my children is 8 years older than me. I'm not worried about that part. Just it's hard to explain this, guys, but as much as I know that this woman that I'm talking to, that I've been trying to pursue, is not really that into me, kind of hard to just move on. I'd rather focus in on things. I mean, if somebody wants to come visit and talk RVs or talk about, talk about AI and video AI and in video and VEO3 and all the stuff I use, and I want to talk social media. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem doing that. But for somebody to come all the way out on a Greyhound bus to come visit me because they think that I'm gonna be all ready for that kind of thing, I don't know if that's a smart idea. Yeah, no, her and I have been talking for a while. Her and I have met. It's complicated. I'm not gonna go through the whole story, but her and I, we connected, and unfortunately, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened the last 3 weeks. I'm not gonna ask. I'm not one to ask. I mean, I'm one that looks at actions of people. It's one reason why I'm the way I am with YouTube and TikTok, and I made a couple good connections over the last couple of days of people, are social media influencers that I met driving Uber, and I showed them my channels and stuff, and I've got a couple collaborations coming out next month. Both one with a young lady in Vacaville, California, and one with another lady in Oakland area. And one of them is gonna, the one in Vacaville is going to basically refashion me, gonna get me all fashioned up and get me dressing better again. Cause she's like, you're a handsome man. I don't understand why, you don't have a pile of girlfriends. And I'm like, well, I don't. And then I'm like, she goes, is that how you dress all the time? And I have, this t-shirt and shorts. I'm like, yeah. And she goes, oh, okay. And she's a younger lady. She's all, she's all decked out with a man and kid and, all that stuff. So I was like, yeah, I'll be your rehab guy. You can come in, we can rehab me at the Goodwill or something. So that's going to be really cool. That's going to be an awesome little collaboration. I got another one collaboration. It's going to be more about cooking and how to camp cook. That's what this one influencer is going to do out of Oakland is we're going to do this collaboration on her. So she's got teenage kids, and we're going to come up with these collaborations on how she camp cooks for her kids, and we're going to bring it all together into like an RV episode on the other channel. So we've got a lot of good stuff going. No skinny jeans, Peter. No. I don't know what she's going to do, but we're going to go to the Goodwill. We're going to go to thrift stores. She's going to get me all kind of decked out and everything. And we're going to do it on a budget because, as most people know, I don't have a lot of money right now. Still making my comeback. So yeah, I'm really just down and excited about these collaborations. In all honesty, it would be very tough for, another like person to come into my life and, be romantic. I mean, I've got, there's only really one woman I want, but at the same time, I don't think she wants me. And at the same time, I've got so much other things going on that I really can't focus on something new, Hi, Angle. So there's a lot of great things moving forward. Like I'm starting to do more Instagram stories. I'm starting to do more, just more stuff. And I'm super excited about that because, watch this. If I can get all the carpet ripped out of this fifth wheel, then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to send the footage to my guy because I don't know how to do it. And I'm going to have him insert Bigfoot and Yeti into ripping up the carpet on the fifth wheel and make some kind of comedy sketch out of it. So that's going to be really cool. So this is going to be an amazing, like next 30 days. And I'm looking so forward to it. It's hard to sleep because the reason why it's so hard to sleep is because I got so much going on up here of what's going to happen the next day. This is my plan. This is my flow. This is where we're going. This is how we're going to get there. And it's just like, man, I feel like I made like 10 steps forward and no steps backwards the last couple of days. So that's really cool. Now, outside of my ribs being bruised to hell and my wrist being severely sprained, and I'm being a dummy not wearing the brace that the doctor gave me. It's actually not as swollen today. It's swollen right in here, but it's not as swollen as it has been. My jaw hurts a little bit, but the swelling went down because I put some ice on it. If you're wondering what happened, you don't want to know, and I'm not going to say what happened, but we'll just say that I had to go recover a few things for someone. And I spent 5 days hunting for them and finding them, and finally found them. And we'll say it didn't turn out very pretty. But at the end of the day, I got the stuff back, and that's all that matters. So, but yeah, outside that, good stuff. The next thing really is I'm going to create another character that's going to tell jokes. And that's the next shorts. I don't know if it'll be the next thing, the next big thing, but I'm going to do the best I can. I just want to thank everybody for the support, all the likes, all the thanks, all the super thanks, all the super chats. Thank everybody for everything that they've done and the support, all the comments. A lot of your comments in some of the short form videos, I laugh. Some of the stuff you guys say back makes me crack up so hard. I like laugh on the ground so hard. It's crazy. But we're going to drop off clean clothes and I'll show you guys around. I'm going to show you guys around the travel trailer or the fifth wheel. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. What am I right about, Angle? What am I right about? So anyway, been interesting. Yeah. It's like, for example, here's a great example of something to help you guys out. What kind of goes through my mind? What I said about what? About like things going the right way, or things about the girl probably isn't that into me. Yeah, which one? Curious, which one? Stretch. You guys make me laugh so hard. Especially a lot of the comments you guys put in some of these videos. One gal's comment was so funny, it made me fun. I don't know. So let me give you guys a scenario. This will help a lot of you out, okay? Let me give you a scenario. So, I have a friend of mine. Good dude, man. Really good dude. Like, he takes care of his woman, right? He takes care of his lady. Really, really, like, good guy. Overall good guy. And so he goes out, does something incredible that, like, helps out this lady's family and this girl he's been dating for a long time. And then one day she posts something, I think it was on Snapchat, if I remember correctly. It's either Snapchat or whatever little snap type thing. Maybe it was Lemonade on TikTok or something. I don't know. But what ends up happening is she posts something about her losing something that she needed in order to go on a trip. And what ends up happening is this I guess it says something about her going out of the country or something. And my boy, he's like this really good dude. He like skipped right over it. And then he calls me like 3 days later, and he goes, "Hey," I go, "What?" He goes, "Is it weird when someone tells you that they are turning off their 2 phones, or 3 phones, I'm sorry. Their 3 phones, their work phone, their business phone, and their personal phone, and they're turning it off for the next 5 to 6 days, and they don't send it to you in a text or call you. They actually send you an Instagram DM, or I think it was Instagram or a Messenger or whatever." And I go, "Yeah, that's pretty weird." Do you think that's weird? I think that's weird. All right, you guys ready to see it? Here. Voila. The rehab project. So, this is what got accomplished so far, just so you guys can see and check it out. Okay. It's a disaster, so pay of no mind. So I'm going to rip out all this carpet. So I already started it in here. See, I ripped out all the carpet yesterday, a lot of it. Still got some more to do. I'm going to get a razor blade and start cutting some of this carpet up that is harder to get up and get rid of it. No, 3 phones isn't weird, man. I know my buddy, my buddy has 4 phones himself, 2 for work, 1 for his small business, and 1 that's his personal. So 3 of them he turns off at 8 o'clock at night every night. So it's not weird. I don't find it weird. What I find weird is you turn all of them off and message someone through, I think it was Facebook Messenger. He was telling me about it the other day. And I'm like, yeah, that's weird, bro, but it is what it is. So anyway, I'm going to rehab, and I'm going to sand down and scrape down all these cabinets and restain them. I'm going to remove all the benches. Okay. So I'm going to remove all this stuff here, take it out. I'm going to actually redo all the cabinetry here. And I'm going to put another sink in. And then I'm going to put a porcelain toilet. I'm going to put a porcelain toilet in here. And I'm going to put like this plastic sheeting around the bathroom to help it, like, you know, absorb the moisture. I'm going to put a bigger fan in. It's just slowly but surely. I don't have any money right now, but I can at least do the demolition. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to demo the whole thing. And that's going on the other channel. That's going on the RV channel. And no, it's not weird. I mean, I've had friends of mine that have multiple. I have one friend that has one phone but has 4 phone lines to it. So, yeah, it's not weird to me. You want to, there's some phone nut calls you don't want to get past a certain hour. So you only give out like a small amount of your phone number to people. So that's not really cool. Yeah, I have 2 twin daughters. They're 14 years old. They live with their mother up in Oregon. I'm in Northern California, so I'm about 6 hours away. All right, well, that's it for today. Enjoy the short form videos, and I'm going to release a couple long form here in the next couple of days. So later on, guys, thank you.